seven and all the saints. I ne'er dreamed I'd be grateful to be loved. I'm finally rid of that demon. Finally rid of that bloody voice. Not much more than you've been told, I'm afraid. She made a deal with some mighty dark forces. I'm not sure that even my voice knew the terms. It was all very hush. Suspicion is she's promised to give up something powerful, though.
The tree's spirit embraces it.
Qui manducad omnio mirdus ex, it quod potest etse.
Your hand passes through the spirit to rest against the bark of your corrupted kin. Yet there is nothing to divine but rough bark and swollen pustules.
Nin ect mehi, elgo pertidi ex ombre en mihre.
The trees.
Qui manducad omnio mirdus ex, it quod potest etse. It spiredit to...
A moment passes, then you feel it. Clarity.
Friend, kin, if you speak my name, you know my torture. Please, don't judge me too harsh. I can be free. My soul cleansed. And great it will continue to be as long as I remain the demon's slave. I see the scar, pretty one. Yet you awakened me from nightmare with a single utterance, my name. And I'm grateful for that. How amazing that a name can wield so much power. Remember this lesson when you leave Blood Moon Island. The demon blackens another land now. It possesses the very doctor that liberated it. Speak its name, however, and you expose it. You weaken it. You'll know him when you find him. A doctor that accommodates a demon doesn't see patients, only victims. Destroy it, and you free me to the Hall of Echoes. Destroy it, and my roots taint this isle. Now come closer. I'll say the demon's name only once.
The spirit's voice is a harsh whisper.
Adramalik. Naivety, stupidity, call it what you want. I wished to put the source within me to good use, and demonology seemed as good a use as any. Silly me. I meant to summon an imp or two. Instead, I ended up hosting a damned archdemon. The roaring in my head, the craving for living flesh, urges, good gods, the urges to kill. To hurt. The stronger they became, the harder and then, awake, on an isle I'd never been, encircled by faces I'd never seen, watched by a man I'd never known. They called him Doctor. He shouted strange words, and they fell. I watched my own hands slaughter them. I tried to resist, but I couldn't. And then a final roar, when the demon rushed away and into the only one still that was my last living memory. The demon may be gone, but its disease still infects my roots, birthing evil into the... I've suffered. The Isle has suffered.
The spirit urgently passes a hand across the
No, you, my sister. Help me find it. There is little time. This is no time for pranks, my friend. The Doctor's arrogance may end us all. He has released a dark presence upon us, and yet I see no sign one was ever here.
Her hands fan furiously across the tomes, like a pianist's upon the keys.
You must be feverish, though I wouldn't be surprised. Dr. David was surely ill to risk all that he's built here. Now be silent.
She hushes you with an index finger held to your lips and continues.
How fares the hunt, my friend?
He smiles brightly and pulls you in for a short, if warm, embrace.
You've done me proud, Godwoken. I know how twisted the paths can get. How much more alluring the sunny... But you know it's the darkest roads that lead to light. The nature of my lesson, though, might be somewhat different from what you expect. I can deepen your bond. All life, after all, sustains itself by consumption. Like the grass feeds the herd.
He waves a hand to the cage in demonstration.
Don't let their less than inviting appearance mislead you. Just like the slithering worm feeds the high soaring through demise, a chance of divinity. Are you ready? Then let us begin.
Jahan's incantations befog your mind. All of you is thumping blood. Then, all you hear, then all that is screaming. From the cage to you, their blood in your ears, screaming. Silence.
That is all. Their suns have set to serve a greater dawn. You are very powerful already, a master of the source. But I did not let this burst of power go to waste. It lies condensed on parchment.
He hands you a book, hot to the touch, a sparkle with sauce.
My pleasure. And now that the lesson has ended, you see, the demon that you killed, you might say the advocate compared to his master, like the pussy. Now, don't you worry. I have no intention of sending you after this archdemon. There are few enough Godwoken as it stands for me to force them into any real danger. The one thing I would like you to do for me, though, is to return through the mist to the Isle of Blood and uncover there his name.
Jahan looks at you utterly flabbergasted, but soon an air of serenity descends upon him.
The Dramalik. You have to admire his cunning. To think that in his... Thank you, Godwoken. You have done me an unparalleled... You must go your path, I mine, so that I may confront the archdemon in his lair, in the great city of Arx. Please accept this token of gratitude, and fare thee well.
They are silenced. How? The howls. They are silenced. How?
The druid considers your tale.
Yes, she is right. A name holds more power than most of us realize. A drama-like. I know of ways to impair such demons. I will show you a place. The treasures there will sap its will while aiding yours. I implore you, let Elenessa be at ease. Then listen for me. When the breeze blows clean, I will be upon it.
What's this? I found something.
We have time to speak later, but first I must speak to Sabil. Too long do I keep silent, too long do I wait, no more. I long await this moment.
Sahela pats Sabil's right arm with a warm, motherly smile, but then her fingers run across the names tattooed upon her skin, and her blind eye. She pulls her hand back, as if scalded. Shock.
These names, they're the names of the dead, of the scions of our people.
I don't know.
You are the prime scion. You're like I am, only far greater. I am but you are the hope for our new homeland, the promise of our future.
You speak falsehoods. If I were...
Your heart's been dulled. You're confused.
Her darkened eyes scour her body with an uncanny intensity.
All because of this.
She reaches for Sabil's cheek with a sure hand and softly traces her scar with her thumb.
Such unspeakable horror, this... I see all now. I figure who you are, the one we fear, the needle in the night, the scion that is scion killer. That is who you are, is it not?
Sabil's eyes close. You can only imagine the scenes of bloody...
I was forced to.
You cause much grief. Tiliana, Kuma, Silius, Mindaran, all the many others on your long, lean arm. Dead friends. They are dead because you run away. They are dead because you do not want to be the heart. Your fear is how Roost captures you. Your fear is how they scar you. The scar makes you kill scions. Without scions, all elves die. If all elves die, the fault is yours.
She grabs her brusquely, forces her face close to Sabil's.
You remember. My blind eyes make you see.
Sabil is forced to look into Sahela's murky white eyes. It looks like she's about to collapse. You can feel her drawing grateful strength from your support.
I saw it. All. Me, the prime scion, destined to be the heart that pulses at the center of all ancestor trees. But the great mother tree spoke of death and domination. I hated her, fled from her, only to end in a strange land among unkind strangers. First there was Roost, then...
She smiles and strokes your cheek.
Thank you.
But I understand not. I demand you be the heart. You are the greatest of us all, the Prime Scion. We need you. You must go to the nameless isle where the mother tree roots. She is sick with fog that undid so many. She is dying. We've need of a new mother. Of you. His words are wise, Sabine.
They have a certain ring to them.
Sabine is her own calm self again. Her eyes trace a bird of prey black against...
The mother. The master. We'll see. It is not a decision for today.
But the nameless isle awaits. The great mother calls. Heed her call, Sabine. It rustles for you.
To be the heart, or to be heartless. Is that it? Wouldn't count your chickens just yet.
The carved figure is your touch.
You protect me. You save me. It is a gift. A gift. I see my people safe again.
Hello, dear one.
My sun-baked friend. Any luck in old lady Surrey's tomb?
He places his hand on the artifact, and it drones in the demonic tongue. When, as one, I am slayer of sin and the bane of the living, restore my twin, make me whole. The object continues. In archive of old the blade resides, an isle of blood where demons abide.
It's true, then. Anathema. Within reach. Tell me, is this all there was? There weren't any other curios in there? But of course. I consider it my scholarly duty to know what I can of them. Surely you of all people understand the quest for knowledge.
He breathes a long, lugubrious sigh.
It's time I leveled with you. This is the hand grip of the fabled anathema. Imagine it. Holding in your hand a force that could wipe away sun and shadow. A sword of life and death. I can restore anathema to working condition. But this is only half of it. We still need the blade. How fortunate that the hilt has already told us where to find it. Blood Moon Island.
The object quivers as Tarquin nears it, and hums a response. Connected as one, the past and present slain. Absolution and redemption await the one who...
Oh, very good. This, my friend, is the key. Give me some time, and every deity in existence will tremble at the sight of you.
He holds out his hand expectantly.
You cannot be serious. Do you know what we can accomplish with this sword made whole? Lovely. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must work.
Tarquin turns away, but continues to mutter excitedly, almost religiously about anathema.
Let me think. A sprinkling of skull dust, a vial of dog's drool, dried illweed, a few more odds and ends, and I can get back to the ship.
I trust that our bargain reaches a satisfactory conclusion.
The servant emits a menacing growl.
Well, see that you find me when it is in hand. I believe we have a friendly agreement. It would be a shame if you refuse to honor it. No harm done, then. But do avoid acting in haste. The world does not look kindly on well. I trust that our bargain reaches a satisfactory... Well, I trust that our bargain reaches a satisfactory conclusion. Well, I trust that our bargain reaches a I believe we have a... No harm done, then. But do avoid acting... Oh, that. A trivial detail. An old agreement...
Riker's mouth widens into a tight smile.
Well...
Flesh and bone severed and stitched. A rather sordid brand of necromancy.
I trust that our bargain reaches a satisfactory conclusion. I'm prepared to offer a generous reward. I can help you with that. I can share my bond with them. You do your part, then I do mine. A disheartening development.
Your body convulses with Duna's displeasure. Your head pounds, your bones ache. Malka's smile grows at the sight of your agony.
Oh, how unfortunate. We could be so good for each other.
is quite the antiques collection. I can feel my source power draining at the merest touch. Tenebrium is truly a material of the void. I can feel my source power draining at the merest touch. Tenebrium. I can feel my source power. Another pyramid. How very useful.
A wicked little smile until...
Glad to see nothing more.
Whatever type of companion you need, I can provide.
Keep distant.
Hello again, and I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner. Up to you. Keep talking.
Aren't you supposed to be off learning how to become the divine and what?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. Don't come over. While you're buying anything. They don't come visit your tongue. Who will? Wouldn't you like to know? How you holding up?
Until later then.
Your fish stinks of the void. What can you sell such filth?
Back for a rit. Got yourself situated.
The rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get. Keeping it together, Bree.
Keep talking,
I'm all
Wolf, and
right.
you'll end up
As long
eating
as I don't
sawdust
think
from a
about it
cell
too much.
floor.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. Well, don't come over while you're buying anything. If I don't come visit your tongue, who will? Wouldn't you like to know?
Do anything that will protect against void wake.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But void walking? God knows what it's stopping. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Yep.
Come over. Not like you're buying anything. If I don't come visit your tongue...
Capital. Good luck to you.
Wouldn't you like to know? Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat.
Cecil, get it off!
I can't, sir. I think it's getting tighter.
A purple-faced magister claws at an organic breastplate. His comrade tries desperately to open it, but to no avail.
He put it on. He won't...
It's eating me! It's... Ah!
The breastplate. It grew out of a dead bloody elf, but Herman wouldn't listen. Yes, exactly. Do you know what to do?
The breastplate writhes, tendrils pressed tight into flesh.
It's whispering. Make it stop, make it stop. Ah!
Your fingers meet mucus as they pry beneath the plates.
Holy hell! Ah! That hurts! Who do you think? Ah!
He screeches and staggers as you rip the final piece free. He lets loose a string of truly creative curses and...
Enjoyed that, did you? Take your rotten carcass and that rotten armour out of my sight.
Sir, she only...
Do shut up, Cecil.
Hush!
She places a hand...
Ah! It fades. It must be whole. Then the ancestor can speak. What? Give!
You bargain. Your life. This is my offer. Here. Be glad you do not join the other thieves.
She places a hand on her armor, eyes shut, as if straining to hear.
Ah, it fades. It must be whole. Then the ancestor can speak freely. Only one. In the city they call Arcs. It is said to be a hollow place. Stone and fire and filth. I go even so.
City of Arcs awaits. I think I'll catch myself an archdemon come Lucian's Day.
Cuddles for days.
Love is in the hair. Used to be the light. Riker now. I like. Made the soil soft.
Another world, another life. Oh, baby. Skin and burn its knuckles. Until your shining light.
Eat.
The spirit of a very young nun.
Hello? Are you lost? Are you looking for a home? Yes, it is my under the wing of Father Alex. All those of my parents were. I wandered in the forests until the sister.
She shrugs.
Home's home. And besides my parents, by Ralik's blessing, I remain here.
The master is on the isle with...
My hero,
She offers you a...
I bid you My hero, I bid you
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curved.
Spoke to the lady captain, didn't you? I seen you cozying up. Are you hers, you bag of bones? Or sail you with us?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
Then you won't sail with her. She ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light word, you ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the crew were drowned. I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead.
Don't hurry back.
He blinks once, twice.
Curiosity kills
A single
the cat,
salty
or
tear
gets
drips
it sent
from
to
one
Fort
ghostly
Joy.
eye. He raises a finger to his temple in salute.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
You got that right, Hilda.
She babbles breathlessly on.
Our ears are still a-ringing. And I have you to thank for it.
I can see a soul.
That accursed bell lies with the peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows.
You know?
My compass lies there too.
I can get any of this.
You're right about that.
She goes white as...
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. far as anyone's concerned, we
Curiosity kills the cat.
Leave the cargo up
She turns away.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
She babbles breath.
Our ears are still ringing. That accursed bell. The compass surely lies on the bottom, near where the ship was wrecked. Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck.
She goes.
You've got no heed me.
She turns.
I'm telling you, if you got nothing to hide. Yeah, I do.
Yeah? You're good with the magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Damn right. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole for all I care. It's the greater good.
I don't think you know even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
Swirls about your skull. As the smoke swirls about your skull, as the world as you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. As the world
Redeem yourselves, fade.
Claim your death right.
Not a moment too soon. It's here. We must hurry now. We must. Your prey lies on a far-off shore.
He places a hand over your heart, and you suddenly feel it. An unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
The battle for Divinity is about to begin in earnest. But I will be with you, dear child. The void will be overcome. The end is nigh. The Nameless Isle awaits you.
You jolt back to the world, stumbling forward. Dark smoke surrounds you, hanging in the air like black fog. This feels wrong.
Darling Thane, you're not a moment too soon. It's here, even here. We must hurry now. We must race towards the well with all that... Your quarry lies on a far-off shore, at the heart of the nameless isle. It is a place no one can reach unless their soul becomes their compass.
She places a hand on your skull, and you suddenly feel it. An unmistakable pull in a new and distant direction.
It is inevitable. The battle for divinity is about to begin.
But I will be with you, dear child. I will guide you, stand by you. I will watch as you drink from the wellspring.
The king will be overcome, and the end is nigh.
The Meister's cry cuts through the hay.
Redeem yourself, Thane.
Your god told you there can be only one. He said you'll eventually need to turn on each other.
I hear there is safety in numbers. I'm not sure what number exactly, but perhaps we should remain together for the immediate future.
A girl's best friend is her needle. But I'll stick by you as long as you continue to uphold your...
I've use for neither gods nor men. I myself am the island that is my destination. You a mere port along the way I tolerate, for the time being.
Lucky find.
Seems to be the code to a safe. Better hang on to this.
destination pyramid
Aren't you
doesn't
supposed to be off learning how to become the divine and whatnot? Well, aren't you industrious? It seems all the riffraff's back aboard as well.
Red Prince, I am the one who has been hunting you, but you cling to life all too tenaciously.
Ready to set sail when you are, Your Holiness.
Find me on the Nameless Isle at the Temple of Zor-Stissa. In the presence of the goddess, let war and shadow meet.
Fantastic. Now, on to the interesting part.
After many adventures, the party finally reached the place where Godwo can go to become divine. But more surprises and difficult choices awaited.
Here we are, the Nameless Isle. Here I thought Malady was unimaginative.
Look at that island, Quercus. Can you smell it? Over the stink of the water. Where better to find a clue about the Great Acorn? The Knights of Dre will never find us here. A perfect sanctuary to pause and complete our research. There's no rest for the wicked, Quercus. Somewhere on this ancient isle, there must be a clue. We must tread carefully. I'm sure such a wonderland will be dangerous. But at least it should be free. What would we do, Quercus? Well, anyway, we have something.
The squirrel reaches out and hands you a piece.
Something I discovered in your lizard friend's basement.
Here we are, the Nameless. Still, it's what's on the inside that counts, isn't that right? And this is the place you're meant to become a god. I can't help but wonder exactly what you intend to do with such a power. I have no doubt about that, but do remember, you can do what's good for you, too. You'll want to hurry now. Divinity is waiting, after all. Excellent question. Normally, this place ought only to be known regardless of who's on the island. All that matters is who ascends. The strongest will survive. And I'm hardly an expert on the matter, but I'm smart enough to put two and two together. Where there is to rise to divinity, you probably need to take a gulp. Though I'm sure it won't be that simple.
Gareth greets you warmly. He's oddly chipper. More chipper than you've ever seen him, and certainly more chipper than most people mourning dead loved ones.
I should thank you. I don't know what came over me. Praise Lucian, I had you to put me on the right track. Some time to think. My parents led good lives. I'd rather celebrate them for the love they gave me than to wail over them. Besides, we have work to do. Once we anchor at the Nameless Isle, I'll scout ahead, see if I can help locate the council and ease the way. I'll report to you on what I find.
Gareth offers his farewell and hums to himself.
Up to you.
Fight by your side if the price is right.
Quite a journey I've found myself on with you. Is this where it ends, I wonder?
perched. Who could have done this?
Before you stands a shrine of a particular... You've seen machinery like this before, in the cave beneath the black pits. Here too, the...